You get a big one?
What do you think? Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about right there. Get that, Andre. Get that beaver fish, buddy. I knew there's some on that hump out there. Hey, sports fans, you want to learn how to catch some big fish? Then join Andre Moore and I with Reaction Innovations on probably the hottest bait on the tournament trail right here next on Fishing University.
It's time for Fishing University with Charlie Ingram. If you want to learn how to catch more fish and bigger fish in your home waters, Charlie can show you how. Fishing University is brought to you by Minn Kota Trolling Motors, Honda 4-Strokes, Berkeley Trilene, America's strongest, Humminbird, simply clearly better, and Trojan Batteries.
Hi, sports fans. I'm Charlie Ingram, and this is Andre Moore. You'll recognize him. He's the inventor of the sweet beaver. Today, we're going to be fishing with a double-wide beaver. And Andre, boy, Reaction Innovations has really come up with some innovative baits, and I know you won a lot of money, and a lot of guys have won a lot of money on the tournament trail in the last few years, and I'm really looking forward to fishing with a new bait you've got. Basically, I guess it's a 5.2-inch long called a double-wide. It's just a big beaver.
Well, yeah, Charlie, I came up with this double-wide beaver just because of the popularity and the action of the sweet beaver original was so good. I wanted a big fish version where you can go to in lakes like Lake Fork and whatever where you're targeting those real big fish, or if you're in a tournament, you need that kicker fish where you can entice something to eating a little bit bigger bait. And it's been awesome. I've caught a lot of big fish in my sacks in the last year on this, and it's just been a pretty amazing deal.
Well, I guarantee you one thing, I'm looking forward to fishing it. And I guarantee you, if you fish it, you're going to look forward to it, too. He done got the first bite. That amazes me. How do you work that thing? You working it like a jig? Like a worm? Or I don't know, you're working it a lot different than I'm working it.
Yeah, I just kind of shake it a little bit and... I'm not really popping it too much.
Really? You make this beaver in 3 sizes, right?
Yeah.
This is
the big daddy.
Dogs. What do you call it?
The big daddy.
Are you? All right, well, I'll make you a shot.
You got it. Wow.
Yeah, you screwed that whole brush pile up, that little old fish.
Ain't my fault. That bait, half as big as a bass. There must be something about it they like.
Well, the last time you and I fished together, you took that little smallie beaver and just wore me out. And we're going to hope this will be a different day today.
Yeah?
You just kill me.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll catch them today.
You think I will?
Yeah.
What is this beaver supposed to represent? What do you think the fish think it is?
Well, I mean, it represents several different things. It's got the profile of crawfish and bluegill, both, because it's so wide, but, it's also got the pinching action of a crawfish, and, there's a lot of things bass eat that it kind of resembles. I mean, nothing perfectly, visually looking at it, but the actions and the way it works is better than most other lures out there.
The first time I ever saw it, I was I was flipping a place at Eufaula, Alabama. Drew a guy from, I don't remember where the guy was from, but anyway, he had some of these things, and I was catching them on just on a jig. And buddy, he caught 5 before I ever had a bite. The only way I got a bite, him give me some. And he didn't have but 1 bag of them. We ran out 4 days over. We caught, if we could have weighed in together, we'd had one heck of a sack of fish.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
He had a brown top with a kind of a brown and black with a little red flake in it. I don't know what color you call that.
Uh-huh.
What color is that?
That's probably Coon Nasty.
Buddy, I'm telling you now, he killed me with that thing. And then I started trying to find some. And as you know, last year I saw you in a couple of tournaments when it's my go-to bait. And a lot of times when they won't bite a jig or a worm, they'll bite that, and I don't really understand why. I was hoping maybe you could tell me.
You know, it's just different. You know, fish have seen so many jigs and worms. I mean,
well, even
especially
cubes,
the bigger
you know,
ones.
we fish cubes a lot, and this thing will catch them better than that will.
Right. Well, I mean, there again, you know, tube's been out a long time, and you know, especially a lot of the bigger fish are so accustomed to seeing the same thing day after day. You know, they see something a little different they haven't been caught on before. You know, they're going to bite it. But also, I noticed when I use these baits for sight fishing, there's things about the lure and the way it moves and the look of it that really triggers fish to bite it. When I'm sight fishing, I catch fish so much faster on this bait than anything I've ever used before. It just makes a world of difference.
Obviously, you won a big tournament last year at Beaver Lake, Arkansas. How much money did you win that thing?
$200,000.
$200,000. That's a pretty good day.
Yeah, that was a great
buy a
day.
lot of beavers for that, can't you?
Yeah, yeah. It was really nice. I mean, because I won that tournament when I was first starting to make this bait, and it was a prototype, and then to come back, you know, and I had the little smallie beaver version and win that tournament again on that one. It's pretty amazing. That lake's been really good to me. I mean, I've made, you know, $400,000 on that lake, and
on this bait we're pitching here today.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. No wonder people are trying to copy it.
Yeah, exactly.
What'd you do?
I got the bluegill.
There's one of them beaver fish. Not very big.
Amazing, even them little ones will attack that big bait.
Mm-hmm. Me too. You big one in that tree, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
We'll get back to the action in a minute.
The new Humminbird 900 series will change the way you look at fishing. You get the extra dimension of 3D sonar, full chart plotting and GPS, and exclusive side imaging with a picture-like view of the bottom, all on an ultra-wide, high-definition display. The 900 series fishing system doesn't just perform on the water, it practically walks on it. Humminbird, simply, clearly better.
If you'd like to win some great fishing gear, go to fishingu.com and click on Gear Giveaway.
He got it. Didn't he?
Hey,
Yeah, he got it.
Come back again and got it. There's three of them with it.
Really?
Yeah.
Good one, too, huh?
A little bit bigger.
Bring him in there on that spider wire, can't you, man?
Yeah.
No, he left me that little bitty one to mess around with, huh?
I'll let you the biggest one.
Oops. Oh, that's what we got. Andre. You see that? You know what that was, huh?
Yeah. That was a big catfish.
Catfish. Look at that catfish up around shallow water. Got me a catfish cricket. See them two sticks sticking up, drop it right on top of them real
I
quick.
got one swimming with it right now.
Where you got this thing?
Ah, a little bass.
Another one of them. Guess I'll have to get that since you
Just I messed around and catch this little guy.
coming up on a hump right here.
Golly.
Oh, you got it.
Hung up. Oh, come on there.
From the casting deck is brought to you by Okuma Reels. Stop by your local sporting goods retailer and find out why Okuma is fast becoming the reel of choice for all serious bass fishermen. Okuma Fishing Tackle, technology for the future.
Today we have with us Tom Smith with Trojan Battery Company, and I'm going to ask him some questions I think you'll really like the answers to. I hope you like the answers to them.
I hope we got the answer to them.
That's it. Tom, let's talk about a second or two about, you said that, you know, with everybody having good chargers now, I know the Minn Kota charger is really a good charger, and you don't get many questions about that anymore because, you know, there are a lot of good ones on the market today. And so what I guess I really need to know is if I'm going to put my boat up for the winter, what do I need to do to my batteries?
Well, first thing you need to do is before you put them away, go ahead and charge them fully. Make sure they're fully charged. The difference is if it's a fully charged battery, it can't freeze. You'd have to take it down to probably minus 40 degrees. It's not going to freeze. So that's the big thing. You want to take care of it, make sure it's fully charged. Then you want to take all the draws off. You want to disconnect the cables. Because even if you have a small draw on it, over the period of a couple months, it's going to go ahead and draw that battery down to discharge state. And when it's discharged is when it's likely to freeze. So those are the two big things you have to worry about.
And one thing, if you're going to take those cables off, make sure you get your little bit of tape and tape them up so you'll know exactly which terminal they go back on the next year. Because, buddy, there's nothing, you know, if you leave them off for 6 months or whatever and you go back and you say, well, I think this wire went here or there, that's not really a good idea. Well, Tom, let me ask you another question while we're on the subject of it. If you live in colder climates, you know, I fish for smallmouth up in Vermont, and it gets really cold up there in the wintertime. What do you need to do? Do you need to go out and charge the battery again every 30 days? Is that what you need to do? Because I guess from what I've always heard, it discharges worse in cold weather than it does in warm weather. Is that right?
Well, sort of. What it does, it won't self-discharge. So the battery actually will store better in cold weather.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So actually you get less performance. Same thing like a car battery where it's harder for it to turn over in really cold weather because the reaction doesn't happen as fast.
Right.
Actually, a battery will discharge, self-discharge, faster in the hot weather.
Oh, really?
Right.
And another thing I wanted to ask you, if you're going to take your battery out of your boat, should you put it on concrete? Does that make any difference? You know, we've always heard that.
That was originally true back when they used to have rubber case batteries, but now with batteries cased in plastic, it really doesn't matter anymore. It's kind of one of those old battery myths we face out there.
Well, I hope you learned as much as I have today with Tom Smith with Trojan Batteries. And remember, when you take those cables loose, when you're going to store your batteries, put a piece of tape around them so you'll be able to put them on next spring. There you have it from the casting deck on Fishing University.
There's more to learn in a minute. Stay tuned.
Scott Martin, 3 wins this year, and you just nailed down another one. How are you doing it?
Yeah, thanks. I tell you, it's just like my daddy used to say. He'd say, son, never give 100% when you can get by with 50.
The new Maxim Pro. Tournament-proven performance with exclusive lift assist. Cuts the weight of lifting your motor by 50%. Save your strength for what really counts. Maxim Pro, only from Minn Kota.
This segment of Fishing University is brought to you by Ranger Boats. For a free Ranger brochure, call toll-free 800-373-BOAT or visit their website at rangerboats.com.
There's all kinds of wood down there scattered around. I don't know which one it is.
Got it? I think I know one of them jobs, boys. I told you. Oh, that's a good one there now.
You ever had one putting down your shirt?
You fish with them little fish all the time. They get some more wood, huh?
Yeah, there's a bunch scattered around on the bottom.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man, there's some fish right there.
Oops. Got there, Charlie.
Oh, I got another one of them beaver fish, man.
Another keeper got one too.
You got him? Beaver fish. Unbelievable.
I came off.
Well, what can I say?
I don't know.
All I can do is bring you out here. How do you get these colors, Andre? I mean, you know, they're pretty innovative within themselves. Not necessarily just the bait, but the colors too.
Well, I mean, I've just got a pretty good understanding of color and, you know, how it looks in different water clarities and all the other stuff. And, I mean, I went to art school, so that kind of helped out quite a bit, just learning all about colors and
What you got
everything
this
else.
time? Whoa, that's a pretty good one.
Another fish. But,
What was that going on in the boat?
oh, my phone. Somehow got a signal.
Oh.
Well, I went to art school basically for college, and I learned a lot. I had to take like 3 different color classes in college about mixing colors and how colors react under certain light and everything else. So it's really helped me in designing the colors for my bait line and just giving the fishermen what they need for all the different conditions around the country.
I guess we're talking about you know, the beaver. How'd you come up with it? I mean, of course, I know, you know, a lot of people are copying this bait now. Of course, I don't think they'll ever do the same thing you've done with it because of the fact that's pretty difficult to do to get the formulation right and everything, isn't it?
Yeah, it has a lot more than just designing the bait. As you can see, you know, fish bite it left and right. Can't hardly get my words out of my mouth, but yeah, the beaver. It was you know, originally the concept came to me that I wanted a compact slip bait, which is a subtle action that resembled the crawfish and the bluegill better than the baits that were out there. And, you know, when I finally came up with how I wanted the plastic to be for it and everything else, I mean, it took, you know, a year and a half really to get perfected before I brought it on the market.
You're talking about as far as developing the right formulation for the plastic and that sort of thing, right?
Right.
Now, I know all the guys on the tournament trail. I don't know of anybody that's flipping an imitation because they hadn't spent the time and the hours that you have in developing the colors but especially probably developing the formulation to where it floats right, it falls right. I mean, it does everything that it needs to do to catch fish.
Today's equipment is brought to you by Gamakatsu. We didn't invent the fish hook, just the sharp ones.
Let's talk about the equipment Andre and I are using here today to catch these fish. We're using a 7-foot Kistler Magnesium Magnum Worm Carolina Rig Special 7-foot rod. It's really, really light and really, really sensitive. We're using a Okuma VS200 casting reel. Using 17-pound test, Trilene Sensation casting line. Using a 5.2-inch double wide beaver in a variety of colors, but my preference has been black and blue all day. And don't forget, we're also using the Gamakatsu Deep Throat hook, which I helped design, and I really feel like it's the best soft plastic hook I've ever seen. When I'm on the water, I count on my Trojan marine batteries. They have the power to run my trolling motor, my electronics, and start my engine all day long. Trojan Battery Company has a reputation for reliability, long life, and plenty of power. They offer a full line of batteries. I run 3 of them to keep my Minn Kota 101 humming, and another one to start my big motor. Trojan Battery has great customer and tech support. Heck, they've been building batteries in the USA for 80 years. I've run almost every battery made, and Trojan batteries are absolutely the best.
If you'd like to win some great fishing gear, go to fishingu.com and click on Gear Giveaway.
The proper way that I rig a sweet beaver is when you take it out of the package, the tail comes fused together to keep it straight in the pack, but it's not really intended to be fished that way. I always pull the tail apart first before I even put the hook in there. So I got the tail spread open and it has its natural pinching action. And I place a hook like Charlie's Gamakatsu deep throat hook in the worm, put it straight in the end of the worm like that, almost to the bend of the hook, and just pop it right back out, turn it around, and then there's a natural crease in the bait, which I line up. I lay the hook sideways on the bait, and you see it comes out here by this last rib. So that's where I want to insert my hook point. I fold the bait back, stick it in right down the middle, bring the point out the top, and just barely, as I'm pulling it through, stick it back in the bait like that, just to make it perfectly weedless. And therefore, your bait's perfectly balanced. It won't spin on you in the water, and you're ready to catch some big fish with it. Oh my God, did you see that? Yeah.
Got him.
That bite.
What, he hit it hard?
Oh man.
Did he really?
Oh. The line jumped off the water about a foot.
Really?
Yeah.
You got him.
Yeah. Nice fish. Oh, double wide beaver.
Double wide fish too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fun. Go back in there and get another one, huh?
I don't know. There's a little schoolfish there. Good fish there.
Yeah. See, well, last year I made a lot of money if I caught a few more of those.
Well, it makes a lot of difference than to catch no quality fish like that.
There you go, boy. Oh, that's a good one.
Yes, sir. That's a big son of a gun. That is a beaver fish, man. Get up, buddy. Get up, buddy. What do you think about that double wide? Get over here and get this one. That's a double wide there now.
I want to get a double wide double hook up.
That's right. That's right. What about that one, Andre?
There you go. Good job.
That's it, boys. Right there. Yeah, man. Andre, you got a great bait, man.
You got
double
nice
wide.
fish.
I'm talking about. That is awesome. Oh, boy. I get this one out now. We got a good one. What about that one, Andre?
That's pretty nice.
That's right. That's a double wide. Double wide beaver fish. Come on around here, buddy. Come on. There you go. Come on.
You want me to grab him for you?
Well, I'll get him. You'll just whatever you want to do, buddy.
Hey, hey. There you go, sir.
Well, sports fans, that winds up another class on Fishing University. I want to thank Andre Moore for bringing us this double wide beaver here today. We look forward to seeing you right here next week on Fishing University. How you like that, Bubba?
That's nice.
That's nice.
Fishing University has been brought to you by Solar Bat Sunglasses, Kistler Rods, and Ranger Boats. Closed captioning is provided by Fish Heads, face protection like you've never experienced before.
That's probably a fish you hung a while ago, Andre. Got you wrapped up before I caught it, you know?
I doubt it. I want I hung with bigger.
Oh, yeah, that's right.